welcome along to this video. In this video I'm going to tell you about my second subscriber mail that I've just received this morning, and I'm going to open it for you now. There's also going to be another unboxing at the end of this video, or the second half of this video, that I filmed a while ago but I didn't have anywhere to put it, and I want to talk about something else on this video as well. But anyway, first of all, I'm going to talk about my subscriber mail, which comes from my very good friend. I consider him a very good friend, Keith from Euphoria Pictures. Now, haven't got a clue what's in here. Keith sent it and he says, I think you're going to like it, so I can't wait to see what it is. And speaking of Keith, I just want to say that he nominated me for a thing called Horror YouTuber of the Month for the month of October, which I was really grateful for, and I saw my subscriber count jump up quite a bit from that. Now, what Horror YouTuber of the Month is, basically, Keith had won this in the month of September, and then he gets to nominate 4 channels, and out of the 4 channels, whoever wins, that person will go on to nominate another 4 channels, and it keeps going, and it just goes round and round. I'd never heard of it before until I got put in for this. Now, firstly, I was quite surprised that Keith had put me into this, because the channels that I'm up against with are great channels and well-established channels, and the fact that I was in the mix for just being in it is something that I just think is great. So win, lose or draw, probably lose, don't mind. I'm just really grateful for Keith to do that for me, and I'm going to link down that video down below so you can have a look at it and see what you think of it, and also the other people in there in the mix. I'll tell you who they are, and I'll put a link down to their channels down below, and take a look at the video if you haven't seen it before. Get yourself along there and vote for whoever you want to vote for. The other channels is H&S Collectibles. Now, that's Cody from H&S Collectibles, the Daigler Reviews, Blu-ray Collector, and myself. So anyway, if you want to vote for anybody, there's still some time to go, and then that passes on to the month of November, and the sort of baton gets passed on. And it was Keith's turn in September, and he'd won that in September, which would have been greatly, what's the word I'm searching for? Went a bit blank. Justified. Is it justified? Well, deserved. Keith, anyway, let's have a new retake. Keith really deserved to win September's nomination. So, okay, getting back to Keith, I'm going to open his package, what he sent us. I have no idea what this is. He just said I would like it, or he hoped I would like it, and I'm sure I will. So if you stick around to the end of I haven't got an unboxing story for. I've got a few good unboxing stories. All right, I'm going to tell you a quick unboxing story on this one. This is a true story. A friend of mine, who remained nameless, he went to have a sleepover at his friend's house when we were about the age of school age, and these 2 lads that had that sleepover and all that, and in the middle of the night, one of them got up, the lad who I'm talking about, he got up and went to the toilet and got back into his bed, and then obviously slept until he woke up. Morning broke and he awoke, and when he turned to his left, his friend's mother was in the bed next to him, and then he turned around to the right slowly, and his dad, the mate's dad, was in the bed next to him on the other side. He got into the middle of his mate's mum and dad's bed and had to sleep there. Now, I'd said to him, so what did you do then? And he says, well, I didn't know what to do, so I just had to lie there for about 15-20 minutes until they woke up and saw him in bed with them. Now, he said that he got on great with this mate's mum and dad, so there wasn't any hardship, but he said that 10 to 15 minutes, everything's going through your mind. Am I going to get dragged out of bed and kicked all over? Is the mother going to scream and punch us in the face? So when he said this, it was so funny. It was more funny when he told us it, obviously, but that's a true story, and it's one I'm going to tell for you now, and it's unboxed. Okay. It is a true story, that one. Now, the thing I've got today of Keith from Euphoria Pictures, which I'm really appreciative of, is... Ooh. Ooh, I'm going to say. That's quite a big ooh, that. I had no idea that we talked about this, but when Keith said he was going to send us something, I had no idea. I thought, what? I would have never picked this thing. And also, it's a 4K ultra high definition of The Fifth Element. Now, the reason why we talked about this is because it's recently been released in the UK. And I said to Keith, for some reason, I've got the Blu-ray over there, and I've had it for a while, and I've never watched it properly. In fact, I don't think I've ever watched it. A lot of people go on about the Fifth Element, and I always think I must watch it. I do like the elements of it. I do like the fact that it's Luc Besson. I do like the fact that it's got Bruce Willis to a certain extent, more Gary Coleman. I do like the fact that Jean-Paul Gaultier was involved in the sort of the look of the film, and I do know that it looks really good. But I'd always thought I didn't want to go and get the UK 4K and then realise when I watched it that I didn't like the film at all. But Keith had talked about this. He said, "Oh, you need to see this film." That was as far as it went, and then lo and behold. So from Keith, thank you very much. That is such a and to be honest, I've been that close to watching this anyway to think, right, if I watch it now, and I do appreciate the 4K, I will get it on 4K. Now I don't need to, do I? So that is so great of Keith. It's also got a Blu-ray in as well. Oh, hang on. There is a letter. And the letter is, "Hey John, thanks so much for sending me the movies. No problem at all. I still haven't watched them yet, but will let you know when I do. Although we've been talking backwards and forwards, I know Keith's checked out a few of them, but I'll let Keith tell you about that in one of his videos. I really hope you enjoy this movie. The transfer is beautiful on it. So sorry this doesn't have a slip cover. Well, I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. So I'm going to add to your OCD. Well, with something that comes from the heart, I honestly, no, I'm not going to quibble over anything like that. I mean, Howie, I've got this for nothing off you. This is stunning. P.S. Thought you might want your tissue back. All the best to you and Deborah. Keith." You know what it is? Now, I'll put this in here on the thing I sent to him because one of the discs was loose when I got it. It clipped in no bother, and I thought, well, if it was loose, it might be a little bit, frail. So I thought I'd stick this in. And when I showed my wife the video that he had shot for me for when he opened on one of his recent unboxing videos, or what he got in the month of recent pickups, he told me that that when it got out and then I realised that the thing popped out, and he talked about the fact there was a little bit of paper in there. And I'd said to my wife, quite jokingly, as you do when you have these jokes, I said, "Do you know what it is? That's not only has he got them discs, he's also got that bit of paper, And I jokingly said, like he scored for that. He's got something to blow his nose on." And anyway, that bit of paper has now found its way back to us. And you know what it is, Keith? What I'm going to do is, I'm going to keep that in there because you know what? That my wife would be very. She'll laugh at that one. She will. I'm going to put this back in there, and this is going to live in there on my up by my 4Ks. So once again, thank you very much, Keith. I do appreciate that. And also, check out this Horror Tuber of the Month. If you don't subscribe to Keith for Euphoria Pictures, I'll leave a link down to his channel. Go and check his channel out. It's absolutely amazing. I would imagine you all are, but if you're not, you need to get yourself over there. So, wow, that's quite unbelievable, actually. And to be honest, I'm probably going to watch it now. So there you go. That's great. I can't wait to message him to thank him, and I'm also thanking him on this video. So thanks once again, Keith. I really do appreciate that. Now, a few things I put down here. To jog my memory is I've got some great pickups coming at the end of the month for when I unveil them at the end of the month, so stick around to my end of the month haul. I've got some really good obscure films, one that I've been wanting to see for years, and another one that I let go a while ago, and I'll tell you why on that video, and that I've recently rebought. It's not cheap, it's very out of print, And if I would love to know if anybody who's watches these videos has ever seen this movie that I'm going to talk about when I get it. It's so funny, yet nobody has ever seen it or talked about it ever. So yes, but it's not ultra obscure. Well, it is, but it's got some really good UK stars in it. It's really good. Anyway, so I'm getting off track here. So yes, so that being said, there is another tag that's going to be stuck onto this video because I did another unboxing, and I also told a story about a sort of, well, it's a bit of a sad story to do with something anyway on the unboxing video. So what I'm going to do is, although prop wise I'm going to have to use this as the sort of prop that the thing was, I was going to hand, my original thought was I'm going to hand this this package across to myself would then take it off me and then open it and all that. But the thing that I usually do when I pass it across to myself, when I say, there you go John, can you open that for me, because I opened it a while ago and I wanted to fit it into something. I knew I had to do the unboxing before I did the actual video, which has taken me this length of time to do. My initial is that this John character that I handed over to, I'm sure, although don't tell anyone I told you this, but I'm sure he's had a little bit of work done. He reckons that it's natural, but I don't know. I would like to know what you think down below. So in the descriptions down below. So anyway, I'm now going to hand you back in a sort of Doctor Who style to a previous time when I unboxed something before that I didn't have a clue what it was from WoW HD. It's amazing when you can send away for something and then you have a total blank when it comes through. I think because it came through so quick, I didn't think it was the thing that I got. So anyway, I'm going to hand this, I'll leave it here. So many thanks for that. And probably by the time this is actually live on Facebook, on YouTube, I will have watched this one. I'm going to hand you now across over to John, and he's going to do a little bit of unboxing for you. So take it away, John. Thanks very much, John. Now, I've just received this package off John, and I haven't got a clue what's in it. I know it's from WoW HD, and I remember ordering something, but it's come that quick that I've just had a total mind blank. My brain cell has not worked to find out what what is in this package. So I'm going to do an unboxing for you here now. But I've got an unboxing story for you, and that story will be, the fact is, I ordered this off Amazon, if you can see it. What is it, you ask? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's the Gamera full collection for £109.99, arriving on the 15th of October, although I ordered it on the 26th of August. Now, I did drag my heels with this one, and I did think to myself, I watched that many unboxings of it that I thought, I'm just going to go for it. Although I had no idea what Gamera is all about, but I thought, well, the package was that nice. And I thought, I'm just going to get it because I just like it that much. So, of course, I went and got it. And it went through, and I thought, right, well, that's that. And when it come up with it to say, arriving between the 15th of September and the 15th of October, a few little alarm bells went. I thought, well, maybe they're just trying to locate some stuff. I don't know. So then, of course, as it went further along and it went down to past the 15th of September, it went from arriving on the 15th of October to expected by the 15th of October. Another alarm bell went off. And then, of course, lo and behold, on the 2nd of October, we regret to inform you that the Gamera Complete Collection is just basically, you cannot have it. So that was nice. So I know I haven't unboxed anything yet, but the short story is I did think I was going to get the Gamera collection, the full collection. That's why I've never mentioned it, because I thought to myself, I'm going to talk about it. But has anybody else had the similar thing where they've got it really on the tail end of the Gamera sets being out, and they have been very unlucky like I have? Now, I'm not saying that, I demanded it because it was there. It's just the fact that could they not have told us sooner that it wasn't available? They must have known at, I don't know, a couple of days afterwards that there was no way they were going to get this. I don't know, but it is what it is. So yes, so this thing here, whatever it is, it came this morning, so I thought, well, I'll open it now and it'll give you a chance to unbox this with me and get a bit of a surprise. And I've got my old friend here, the Slasher Movies Handbook, and I'm going to see what the Slasher Movies Handbook has to say about this film, which I've ordered. I'm going to say I did get it cheap. I know I did get it cheap. I could have looked in the emails to see what it was, but I've decided against it because I wanted to give myself a little bit of a surprise, the same surprise as you're having, that I'm going to have as well. Now, I'm not talking about anyone behind the back, but I'm sure that John was saying stuff about me. Now, I don't know what he's on about, but he's been looking at me funny in the past couple of days. But watch him. Right, here we go anyway. The film that's being delivered is, if I can get it anywhere out of the sticky box, is, oh yes, it's all coming back now. The Legend of Hell House. Now, I talked about this in one of my videos, saying that if this was the film that I thought it was going to be one of the ones that frightened me to death when I was a kid. I forgot all about this actually. And from my slip, I realised that I'd paid a princely sum of £15.41 for this. Now, this is the Region A Blu-ray from Scream Factory, and it's not cheap to get on in the UK on eBay. But also, what it is I'm sure it has special features on it which don't appear on the one that they sometimes have on eBay, which is like a German edition, which I nearly got. That was about £9 as well. But for this couple of extra pounds, you get an interview with director John Howe, audio interview with Pamela Franklin, and theatrical trailer. Now, I would imagine there being Scream Factory, it'll probably look a lot better than the German one, possibly. And if it is the film that I think it was, it's quite spooky. But I haven't seen it for probably about 30 plus years. I might have the complete wrong film, but I'm dying to watch this film. Obviously, I'm going to watch it in this month because it's the Halloween month, isn't it? So yes, so that's that. So that's the unboxing done. Let's see what my good friend, the Slasher Movies book, has to say about the Legend of Hell House. Watch it not be in, because it might not be a slasher. It might be more of a like an exorcism sort of thing. So Gamera. The more it went on, I thought there's no way I'm going to get this, but also I thought myself, when it passed over, I thought I just really wanted to see it, because it's the packaging on it has just really become probably one of the best packaging that you'll see. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to get released again on a standard version, but for me, maybe I'm not so much interested in the standard version. I might get it if it's cheap, but I was a bit disappointed, to say the least. But has anybody else out there had any problems with ordering the Gamera set right at the last minute and then being sort of disappointed like I was? Actually, this film's not in here because I don't think it's a slasher film. Like I say, it's more of a possession film or something like that. On the back it says, "It sits here, shrouded in mist and mystery. The nestling place for living evil and terror from the dead. It's Hell House." Roddy McDowall heads the cast of this exciting chiller about 4 psychic investigators and the dark, brooding mansion they call the Mount Everest of haunted houses. It's already destroyed one team of researchers. Now its brave quartet ventures in for another try at unraveling its secrets. But before they succeed, they must suffer through madness, murder, and everything else that the spirits who dwell in here have in store for them. Yet learning the truth just might drive them all insane. An ingeniously devised ghost story, The Legend of Hell House will thrill and delight veteran horror fans from the first creaking door to the very last slithering shadow. So yes, it does say Region A, so I'm going to try it on my 4K player, and if it plays on there, I'll tell John, and he'll tell you if it's just Region A locked or not. But if there's a film that I think it is, it's highly recommended. I know people who've talked about it on the video that I put about it, that they said that they did think it was a good film as well. And I do recommend it on what I can remember from 30 years ago. So, yeah. So, there you go. So, thanks for watching this slight unboxing and hearing my sad Gamera story. But basically, I'm going to hand you back to John now. And, you know, all I'm going to say is I wouldn't pay too much attention to him because I think there's something out with him. You know what I mean? Okay, so back to you, John. Okay, so that's just a brief insight into what I've got coming up on my channel for the next couple of weeks. If you like this video, please... Alright, I'll get my hat on. No problem. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and
oh my God. Well, you're not coming out like that.